He's middle management of men, Wesley Fox. A tamer of building codes and fires, Alan Giannis. And he delivers for America, Andrew Murr. Together, they are the Middle Class Holes.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question that I don't necessarily want you to immediately come out with me with an answer. Hear me out on this, okay?
Be hard. It's going to be tough for me.
That's fine if you want to interject, if you want to interrupt.
Kind of what I do. That's what I do.
Okay. All right. Has a bulk section, or at least a subsection, or some sort of giant percentage of the American society forgotten or simply don't know what trespass is? Having someone trespassed or trespassing, are they just oblivious to that law?
I'll say this. I have a 30-something-year-old coworker who doesn't know what the three branches of government are. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, I'd say the answer to your question is people just assume, okay, trespass, they would be like, you ain't supposed to be there. That would be the answer they would give, and I'd give them half credit for that.
Well, okay. So I've gotten caught into the algorithm on social media shorts, mainly Facebook, where I'm watching just dumb people get themselves into more trouble than they need to be in. Now, I want to take a couple steps back, because when the whole defund the police thing was going down, I wasn't in that crowd, but I was in the reform the police.
Yes,
because I think
same.
I had, on the flip side of that, had seen far too many videos where police officers were sabotaging and violating people's rights, falsifying documents on police reports, doing shit like, we step out of the vehicle for what? Get out of the fucking vehicle now! He's resisting.
Yeah.
Just
hold
know,
on. Let's take a pause right there.
Okay.
Because, as I've stated many times on this show, I, like you, like to reform the police. What can the cops ever just be like, hey, my bad, dude, have a good day? I don't ever, like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those videos exist. I would think, with the amount of body camera footage that's out there, that's obviously very negative, if the positive ones exist, I feel as though it would be within police departments' interest across the country to be like, hey, look at this wholesome interaction I had. Hey, you smoking a joint? No, it's a vape pen. Oh, my bad. Have a good day.
Enjoy your day. Yeah. So he did. The cop does that, though.
Yes.
They're all trained in the air trumpet. Basic 101. They have the guy from Police Academy show him how to do it.
They just do the entire stopping air trumpet.
I thought you were just doing an air trumpet. That's a pull over a signal. So, and granted, I do believe that the advent of the body camera that I presume is on each and every police officer, maybe not across the country. There may be some places that just can't simply afford it, but I do think it's now more commonplace. And I'm starting to see the flip side of this is the shit that cops have to put up with. Now, the one I want to focus on is either someone getting kicked out of the business or the even better ones at the airport. Because you know what the airport is. Someone drunk. Someone just bellying up to the bar and having a 6-hour layover about 4 hours before their plane takes off. And the airline saying, you cannot fly. And here's what I've gotten. And here's what I've come up with is that they don't understand that they feel as though they require an explanation. They need to explain to me what I did wrong. And then I need to vet that explanation to see if it's valid or not for me not to step on that plane or for me to leave the property. It doesn't work like that, people. They can say you stink. Get the fuck off the fucking plane.
Yes, I know, but man, you see all these Spirit Airlines videos, Frontier Airline videos, where like, if the bag fits, it's free, and it's like, it's $100. It's like, what do you mean? It's in the box. I don't see it doesn't fit in my opinion. It's $100. And then then at that point, what are you supposed to miss your flight, take it to the Better Business Bureau, who again I don't think exists. I think they're a fraudulent agency that's just in myth. And then you're supposed to just be like, I guess I've been trespassed from this section of the airport. I'll just uneventfully leave when I don't have anywhere to go. I do think there's certain instances, especially in these airplane situations, where I hate to put the cops in this scenario, but they have to be a mediator. And I don't think cops should have to dole out justice. However, they are kind of enforcers of justice, I guess. That's the position that they've railroaded themselves into over the last 2 decades. So yes, maybe some mediation is involved. How do you know you're not just dealing with an asshole employee who's having a bad day and has just decided to make up their own willy-nilly rules? I know what you're saying. They're employed by that company, dims the rules, dims the marching orders, use to follow them. But what if those rules are wrong? I don't know. I can see, but because it escalates. That escalates things. So, in theory, I agree with you. I just feel like in practice, we need... I don't know, because a lot of times I think these employees are just trying to make a viral video, and they're mission accomplished most of the time.
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying. But I understand what you're talking about, but most of the videos I've seen are belligerent people. People who are pissed off, and by the time the cops have gotten there, it's to a point where they won't listen. And what frustrates me about it is the cops explain, listen, it's a private business. They can decide who and who doesn't fly. Now, it's on the business flip side of that, the only protection the customer has is they don't give you your money, and you can tell the people not to fly that airline. So you want to have some sort of customer service balance with this. But I've seen far too many videos where cops say, you just can't fly here. You're free to go. You're free to go to another airline. You're free to go to a hotel. You're free to you just cannot fly on this fucking plane at this terminal. And it always turns into some 15-minute argument where a cop says, if you don't move right now, you're going to be arrested. Fuck you.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. You've used that word free several times because it's not free. You are out $549 to go somewhere else right now on your own volition.
If they have to refund it, maybe not right away, but
I think that would be my thing. Okay, let's say that I'm not a vagabond because I'm using an airline. That's not really something poor people necessarily do. But there are people that are like, I can't afford another plane ticket until I've received the money back for the plane ticket that you're not allowing me to use. Now, if my phone chimes and it's like, ba-doom, been credited my $549, I'll go try to book another flight and be inconvenienced for a few hours. I'm not saying the people that you're speaking about will necessarily be satisfied by that situation, but I feel like maybe 70% would be like, can I just get my refund now so I can buy another plane ticket? And then if you're like, yes, sir. In the era where when I order something, the email has been received before I open the app, I feel like that's a reasonable request, especially if they're just giving me the bullshit like, my rules, you ain't flying here today, and then bing,
I agree.
There's your money.
I agree
go
with
somewhere
that.
else.
I do.
Then
agree
I think
with
you
that,
avoid the argument and avoid the tasering by the Cinnabon.
Yeah, I agree. I understand what you're saying. It's far too many videos where again they feel as though I'm going to argue my way out of this when they just don't understand trespass. I saw one the other day where a woman refused to leave Starbucks, and they said, listen, this is a private business. They can tell you to leave. It's just like you telling someone to leave your home. And she just, no, that doesn't seem right to me. It's public. And it's like, no, it's public access. You can come in, but I'm telling you right now, they want you out of this fucking place.
Okay. Now, your Starbucks example is a better example to me because I can be out of $5 coffee because I'm in my hometown. You know what I mean? Like, I can go sleep in my bed. You're being unreasonable. You're out of $5 coffee. Maybe they throw a $5 bill at you. Maybe they don't. Nobody's going to... If you can afford to go to Starbucks, you can afford to you can afford to have your coffee fucked over. Whatever. But you're already in your hometown. I guess there's a raised level of stress during travel because now you're stuck. Because if you can't catch a plane, you're out your money until they refund it. You got to find either a hotel or another flight. You maybe don't have the funds to do it. But yeah, now, trespass...
Don't act a fool at an airport.
But like I said, I've seen so many videos, because you know why? They don't pay airport employees enough money. It's that whole thing where when you're not afraid to lose your job, because there ain't a lot riding on it, you're more apt to be a dickhead to your clientele.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'll lose a job
Okay.
today. Like, how many times have you heard that sentence on a TikTok video? I'll lose my job today.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mean anything. I'll go get an equal paying job in the next corridor tomorrow after this whole incident resolves itself. I don't give a shit.
I'll be trespassing JetBlue. I'll get a job at American tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Because I've got experience and they like what I'm doing here. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know what trespass is, a private business can just say, I would like them to be trespassed, which means if you don't leave now, you're arrested. And if you come back, you're also arrested unless they're feeling forgiving for the day. But after they've trespassed you, we literally said the words. It's almost like a vampire in the opposite. Leave my establishment. You've been trespassed. Now, by law, you can be arrested for being in that location. That's it. I actually find it to be one of our most, I don't know. It's one of those laws that's just simple. Like what do the pirates say when you want to see their captain? And you're like,
oh, yeah. Shit. I know what you're talking about. Damn it. I feel like I heard it a lot on Pirates of the Caribbean.
yes, you did.
Yeah,
Parlay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should. It's like parlay. You just say parlay, and it's in effect now. You say trespass. Wesley, I have trespassed you, and you're like, dag nabbit, I've got to turn around and leave.
Keira Knightley says it on all these, like all the pirates in the deck, like, oh man, gotta, it's invoked.
Yep. You got to follow the rule. That's the one. Uh-huh. That it's been verbally stated, and now it's a thing. Son of a bitch, we have to abide.
Right.
Yeah. And so yes, you must abide.
I tell you where they don't fuck around. Disney. I saw a good one there. Now these people were asking for it. They had to walk a long way to get out, and it's not just get out of the park, it's get off the parking lot. And listen, it's fucking like 18. We talked about acres, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. It's got to be a couple 100,000 acres worth for each park, but they're walking and why are you following me? Because I need to ensure that you get out of the park and get in your car and get off the parking lot. And then about every couple 100 yards, they stop. Ma'am, sir, keep walking. My feet are tired. I want to rest. No, you do not get the opportunity to rest. It just, these people just fall into their own bullshit. It's amazing. I feel as though, because I did see one that fascinated me. It's a free country. It's just a free country. I should be able to do what I want. You're violating my rights. He's like, you're absolutely right. It is a free country. Because if you were in a different country, you already be in handcuffs. We're giving you the opportunity to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's good.
That right. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I also think laws should be simpler. Think about what we're talking about here. Trespass. I have trespassed ye. Mm-hmm. And by the way, because if they were simpler to state instead of saying like, well, code 14B-1 paragraph 3 says, if you were able to just parlay and then move on, everybody has to. I feel for the police. There are a lot of laws and rules and regulations on the books, and they just kind of in spirit know what they're trying to attempt to do. They know what they're doing is, in theory, the correct operation, but they can't explain it because they got too many to deal with. And then you get these citizen justice warriors, these fucking... I can film you, it's public. I can film you, it's public. It's public, I can film you. And it's like, oh, God, you auditing son of a bitch. You're right. I do love when the cops come up and they talk to he's on a public street. You're in public. He can film you. What about through the windows? Yes, he can see through the windows. His camera can see through the window. That's it. He's fine. Toodaloo. But they don't want it to escalate, so they stick around, and the auditor always escalates it as soon as fucking Daddy Justice is there and just happens to be on their side. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Those first, they were in the hometown. I saw that they made a pit stop in Havre de Grace in Perryville recently, and it's like, people, of course, what is this bullshit? First Amendment auditor, don't pay him any mind. Don't pay any attention to them. That's what they want. They want attention. They want clicks. They want people like, what are you doing here? You're not standing outside of a Dunkin' Donuts while I'm trying to buy coffee? Get the hell out of here.
I also don't understand the people who approach them.
Oh, yeah, people who don't understand the expectation of privacy or lack thereof in public.
Just, like, if I see a guy doing this to me, I'm just going to be like, I mean, I might be like, all right, brother, and then just I'm just going to go to my car now. I'll see you later. Like, I don't know. I just don't know that I would ever be so Like, what are you doing did you plan on masturbating feverishly on open air all of a sudden? You didn't want it on camera? Like, what are you concerned? Like, yes, that looks like a crazy person. I bet if you ask them why they're filming you, they're going to say something crazy. What do you want?
See, it's this need to push the First Amendment to its outer limits. You know what I mean? We know what freedom of speech entails, and now that everyone has a phone, everyone, which allows you access to not just a video recording device, but to live stream something or to upload something instantaneously to the internet for all to see. But it's this desire to get the most ick laid out of the First Amendment as you possibly can, and that's their right. I think it's annoying. I hate when they go to the fucking post office. I just think that's like the most obnoxious thing in the fucking world.
I'll let you know something. I kind of dig it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Because I know, I know the temperament of postal clerks, and so for that sick reason, it's fun. I don't know. I get it.
Gotcha.
I have yet to be approached on the street. I've been waiting on that day. Oh man, I've been waiting.
I saw a really good one. It's kind of like a reverse First Amendment auditor, depending upon how you think about it. But someone was attending a Back the Blue protest, street side, holding up signs, holding up cardboard written on signs, poster board, and it's obviously a joke, but it's like, I'm one of you guys. He says, I deep throat the whole boot. I'm not just a bootlicker. I deep throat the whole thing. And it's like, will you get the hell out of here? He's like, no, I'm with you. I'm here to protest with you all. I deep throat the whole boot. Look at that.
I don't know if I've told you this idea before. Somebody please steal it. Make it into a show. It is November the 14th, 2025, so we'll timestamp it on there. I've always wanted to make Paparazzi. That's the name of the show, Paparazzi. And what you do is, when celebrities come to town and the paparazzi show up, the paparazzi get in the faces of the paparazzi and are flashing so many photographs into their cameras that they can't get any pictures. And then the paparazzi get pissed at the paparazzi, which is basically, that's the entertainment of the show. And then it's the paparazzi getting mad that they're getting their pictures taken while they're, quote, trying to do their jobs. And my point is, I'm just trying to do my job. My job's to take pictures of you. It's like, but we can't take pictures of the celebrities. Like, don't know what to tell you. We're all in public here.
I have a job to do, man. Okay? Don't
Can't
get
help
mad
it.
at me.
Sorry.
Don't touch my camera, by the way. Don't touch me. I think it would be funnier if you had some like old school 1930s, just obnoxious things that let off, just the lumens that came through that thing just pierced through eyeballs.
That'd be a lot of gunpowder for a gag. But if the auditors want to target people, this is another show idea if you want to steal this one as well. The people who, I've always said, I have found it to be wildly unfair for celebrities to be like legally stalked wherever they go. And right. I know that, because I've heard Ben Affleck gave a very, because Ben Affleck's always like seen as like this grumpy curmudgeon, and it's all, and I heard him in an interview. He's like, listen, I love acting. I get what everybody says, that it comes with the territory. He's like, but I just love acting so much, I'm willing to deal with it so I can do the thing I love. And I'm just thinking, like, homeboy just wants to act in front of a camera and provide entertainment to the fucking world. Why is he wrong for wanting to have a private life, a public private life? Like, go to the park and not have people getting telescopic fucking photos of him and his kids. I just, like, that's not fair.
It's obnoxious.
So what I'd like to do is have somebody find people on Twitter who put the phrase like "comes with the territory" and then follow them to their job and take pictures of them all day.
Yeah, right. From a distance. Yeah.
No, no, and from an uncomfortable distance.
Oh yeah, like over the shoulder.
Yeah. Like, what? Comes with territory. I'm an accountant. You're accounting in a public building. Sorry.
You didn't account for me being here. I'll tell you that.
It doesn't add up, does it? So,
yeah, that's right. Damn, that's paparazzi. And what's the second one called? There's still a name to be determined.
I don't know. Just dickhead paparazzi, I guess. I don't know. Don't be an asshole. Don't get your picture taken.
Yeah, there was a really noble one from back in the day. It must have been like towards the tail end of that '70s show. Ashton Kutcher was grilling someone from the paparazzi who had taken a hat that he had signed. And I don't know if he was specifically trying to hand it to someone or if he was just kind of aimlessly handing it to a group of people, and some schmuck grabbed it and then he immediately heard him say, "Cool, I'm going to sell this." And he turns around and is like, "Why would you do that?" And he said, I would have given you the fucking hat if you had asked for it. Or so kind of basically stop doing that bullshit. You know, I'll sign a fucking hat. I don't want my name to be, I don't want my signature on a fucking trucker hat to be sold on eBay from some schmuck like you. And he's like, "Well, that's my right." And he's like, "Yeah, yes, it is your right, but God, you're dumb."
Yeah, no, I hear this is why a lot of celebrities don't sign autographs anymore. Like Dave Grohl before his sad downfall recently. He would always just say, "Listen, I signed something for you last week. I know what you're doing. I know why you're here. I recognize your face. I'm just not signing anything for you." It's like, "Well, you signed it for him." It's like, "Yeah, you're just gonna go sell my shit on eBay. Like, I'm not your cash cow. Sorry. Like, a couple of kids, cool, but yeah, no. It's and maybe, you know what? I got mixed emotions.
Maybe we should do something. Spin this up into a TV show where it's nothing but either skid marked undies or like toilet paper wipes with poop on it. Be like, "Well, this is some Dave Grohl. You should actually look. He signed it."
Dave Grohl.
That's right. You can sell this to someone on eBay for money.
That would be great if you were an actual celebrity. You're like, "I will sign something for you, but it is my soiled underwear." And then, man, I bet that goes for big bucks though. But just say like that's the only way you get an autograph is I sign shitty underwear.
That's right.
That's all I sign. I'll sign all the shitty underwear if you have a book bag full of shitty underwear.
Keep it in your book bag. No plastic liner.
Hey, man, that's your game, man. Better play
Comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory. That's right.
Yeah, fair enough. Middle class holes, everyone. Murr and Fox, man. Alan's going to join us here in a second. We got a great bit. Bling bling. BG and the Hot Boys eat your heart out. Elton John had his kneecaps removed and turned into jewelry. Correct? He had a pendant and then something else.
It's something else. I don't remember, but we're going to talk about it in a second.
That's right. Alan's going to join us for one of the most bizarre segments you can imagine, Elton John's kneecap jewelry. Stick around after that Fun Fact Friday.
Let's take a quick second to thank another one of our sponsors here at the Middle Class Holes, and that is Flat Earth Science, Advocates for Truth on Facebook. Do you work at a gas station? Did your brother once meet a guy on a bus who told him all sorts of random factoids that he read in a coloring book one day while he was sitting in line at the methadone clinic? Well, we have got the scientific website for you. Flat Earth Science, Advocates for Truth. Learn about the firmament, the ice wall, the hole at the North Pole, and find out why every scientist that has ever existed in the history of the modern world and the ancient world has been wrong about everything they have ever studied in their entire lives, all while holding an IQ 2 to 3 times more than yours. Flat Earth Science, Advocates for Truth on Facebook.
And welcome back to the Middle Class Holes, Murr, Allen, and Foxman. Elton John doesn't shy away from the strange or the unusual. And whether or not you think this is unusual, we'll let this be in the eye of the beholder. Accordingly, the legendary rocker revealed how he creatively preserved 2 body parts after undergoing surgery. Quote, "When I had my kneecaps removed, the left one first and then the right one, and I asked my surgeon if I could keep the kneecaps, which he was rather startled about. And then I rang John, and then I rang you." John said during the filming of noting that he gave jewelry designer Theo Fennell a call. The Rocket Man singer gave then Fennell his kneecaps and told him to do, quote, "what you want with them" after his double kneecap replacement. So apparently the rocker, known as Sir Elton John, had his kneecaps made into jewelry after double kneecap replacement. First of all, didn't know that was a thing. Second of all, double kneecap replacement, taking the shitty kneecaps and then placing them into jewelry. God, where does weird begin and strange end?
Well, Alan, you start here because I know how I feel about Elton John now. I think Alan and I both have high praise for Elton John, but to me, this makes the man more relatable.
Yeah. And that's just, that's like, this is rich people stuff. And like, this is 100% the rich people stuff that I would do if I was this rich. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like the Chappelle, like I make my dookie twingle.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I sprinkle diamonds in my breakfast to make my doo-doo twinkle. Like, the 110%. That's exactly what this is. And like, you would expect nothing less from a guy like Elton John.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay.
His right kneecap was transformed into a sparkling gold-plated necklace featuring diamond-lined hole in the center.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, because there's a company that'll take your cremated remains and put them under pressure and heat and turn you into a diamond. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what he ended up doing with the actual kneecap, the bone of the kneecap. He probably had little diamonds made out of it. And exactly what Alan's saying, like, if we had more money than we knew what to do with, we would do cool shit with it. And most of us would go to the doctor like, hey, can I keep that? And they'd be like, no, it's going in a formaldehyde jar and then it's going to be incinerated. Like, oh, I'm sorry. But when you're Sir Elton John, can I donate $1 million to this hospital and get to keep my kneecaps? And like, you can do whatever you want, Sir Elton John. And that's the kind of thing you do with that amount of money.
You know, it's weird. It's like any part of me could be worth something on the open market. Get my wisdom teeth removed, I can make that into something. Get my kneecaps removed, can make that into something. Get this pulled out, I could fucking bronze that. You know, appendicitis. Get my appendix fucking bronzed. I could sell that on the open market. It's just, it's weird to me, and it's not so weird to me. It may all make sense, dollars and cents now, logical sense that rich people are now selling things like this, or not selling things like this, but creating a market for it.
Did you guys see him yet?
No.
Oh, it's actually, no, he didn't even do what I was saying he did.
So
he just took the actual kneecap.
The back is all covered in gold, though, so it's got like an engraving. So like that's the back.
But
the
that's
front
actually
the front has that, like, yeah. And so, and see, if you see this picture, hold on, let me see. That picture right there, that's the other kneecap. The other kneecap was too little to become a necklace, so it's now a brooch.
Oh my God. And yeah, if anybody's going to wear a brooch of themselves, it's going to be Elton John. Jesus Christ. I thought he actually had something like done to him. No, he just is like, hey, shave these puppies down. I want a fucking necklace. Good God Almighty. God bless you, Elton John. Yeah, seriously. Like, that's, like I said, man, that tells me that Elton John is a man of the people. No matter how much money you got, when you want to do something weird with your own body parts, that tells me you're one of me. And I love it. I love every second of it. It's not weird. It's actually 100% normal. It's just he used his rich white man privilege to get exactly what every fucking poor white man wants to do. Yeah,
what are you going to get, like on the black market, what do you think like a Hulk Hogan hip joint goes for?
Ooh. $7,500.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a starting price. Yeah. If we're in an auction.
Do you get the ball? Like, I would just want the ball of the hip joint. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't want it altered or even the jewelry or anything.
Well, no, I would like it like I would like the ball portion of the joint cut off, and then just like sand it down a little bit, like a baseball, like a lacrosse ball, and just fucking toss it around.
Gotcha.
Oh, almost like a stress ball, almost
like a stress ball, almost. Yeah, like I keep a baseball. Like I have a baseball on my desk, like a Major League Baseball, but I would just substitute that out with fucking Terry Bollea's hip bone. You know what I mean?
I mean, like Tom Green had a testicle removed. Now I know he wasn't Elton John or Hulk Hogan at that point, but you know, we figured something.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that
was riddled with cancer though. So
Yeah.
A little bit different.
Yeah, these aren't cancerous fucking bones. They're just old and basically worn out.
You put that in a Thomas Kincaid snow globe and shake it around.
Like that's what's left.
What the hell was Elton John doing that he fucked his knees up that bad, though? Homeboy sat behind a piano for like 40 years.
Well, that actually probably had something to do with it if you think about it, because you use your feet in playing piano. But
no,
he was
gay.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting there. I was look, you jumped the gun, but I was gonna be like, one, he plays piano, that does involve fucking this, that does involve footwork. Two, he was pretty flamboyant in his younger years. He did some fucking crazy shit on stage. And three,
gotcha. And they didn't have the, like they didn't have like the rollerblading knee pads that we had when we were growing up.
Yeah. There aren't like supportive seating arrangements and things of that nature. It's just flat knees, baby.
Well, he did have a talented throat, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the mindset again as you put the heart back on this, but Murd, you had pointed this out, like that gets replaced. Like, okay, I'm getting double kneecap replacement. Oh no, keep those. No, you serious? Oh yes, I want to do something magical, something extravagant, something flamboyant with those. And Alan showed us the evidence. Those are flamboyant and extravagant and elegant.
Like, all it would take would be like I hadn't spent money in a couple days, and then like I went to that doctor's appointment, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna take your kneecaps out," and I'd be like, I got an idea. Let me hold this.
My boss had to have his big toe removed, and he asked the surgeon, "Can I keep it?" And he's like, "Well, what do you want to do with it?" He's like, "I want to make a necklace out of it." And again, you're making middle management money. You don't get to keep your big toe. You're making Elton John money. Sure thing, Sir Elton John.
Yeah. We'll remove that. We'll keep the skin so it doesn't rot or get gangrenous. Yeah,
not even sure that like that guy. He probably didn't even pay for that. Like the jeweler was probably like, "I'll make you something special. Watch," and fucking boom, that's what you got. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. When you get that rich and famous, you don't even pay for anything. You have money for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Now, when Elton John, who's 78, by the way, when he dies, does this become a prize piece for an Elton John fan?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I think the article I was reading, he even said like now this will be like a generational piece. Like he knows.
Yeah, I say keep the brooch and auction the necklace. That brooch is actually kind of legit. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of dope.
Yeah, the necklace is a little odd.
So the brooch is a family heirloom?
So like if I was super rich, I would try to buy that shit when he died, and then I would exclusively wear brooches like all the time, and people would be like, "What the fuck? Why you wear a brooch, man? Oh, this is fucking Elton John's kneecap, man. It's like crazy. I got this shit at an auction. Fuck, it's wild. This
what auction? Yeah,
it's very hush hush.
Yeah, just odd to me. I mean, I'm glad I got two good friends that I can talk about weird shit like this with, because it just quote, Touched by Gold is now streaming free on World Gold Councils. What is that? You guys know about that? Touched by Gold, Elton John?
It's a song?
Yeah, I've never.
Ooh. That's what goes new documentary short film released 2025 September, where Elton John explores his personal connection with gold, revealing how the precious metal has influenced his music style and individuality.
Plus, I mean, he came up in a day when like gold was it, baby. Like, and he was and he was gay. Like, it was just like he was rich as shit. That's covered in gold. It's like it's the same generation as El Presidente. My man's just like covered in gold, baby. It's like a Latino. Just covered in fucking gold. Ironically.
Dude, Elton John had one of the greatest impromptu PSAs for not doing cocaine, and because he was married to a woman at one point, and they're like, "So you were in a heterosexual relationship for almost 10 years?" He's like, "Yeah, cocaine's a powerful drug." I mean, like, it's like, holy shit. Okay, all right. Yeah, yes. Okay. Don't do too much. Don't get addicted to cocaine. You will not be you.
Marry someone you want to have sex with, and don't do drugs.
Yes.
And Elton John also one of the reasons Guns N' Roses broke up.
How's that?
Familiar with this?
No.
Elton John was one of Axl Rose's heroes, and after Appetite for Destruction, they wanted to pivot into rock ballads, which is where we got November Rain off that.
Okay,
that third album.
Great song.
Yeah, but the band basically was like, "All right, no, this isn't. We are a fucking rock and roll band."
Yeah.
So they kind of dispersed after that. Yeah. Axl wanted to get into 10-minute fucking. And November Rain's phenomenal.
Yes, but yeah, if you made an entire album,
if you made 10 November Rains, yeah, I'd be over it real quick.
Yeah,
it's December Rain coming up.
Yeah, it's too much. It's so much. It's the worst month of rain, honestly.
Yeah. Now, I mean, dude, you say Appetite for Destruction, like Appetite for Destruction is almost a greatest hits album, and it's like their first album. It's go back and anybody that has not, if you're beyond like the age group that experienced that, go back and just hit play on that fucking album. There's not a bad song on there. If there were a lesser band, the songs you do not know from Appetite for Destruction would be singles for any other band in the world.
Yeah. Another one was when they sampled that Beatles song. Not sampled, they redid it. It was
Live and Let Die.
Yeah, so that turned that they extended that to like a 6-minute thing, and I don't know if you remember the music video, but Axl was like big instrumental in making that, a goddamn theatrical event, which it was good. But I just think the other bandmates are like, all right, okay, all right, we're good. We're good on this.
God bless her, Elton John. Alan and I were talking about him. Him versus Billy Joel. Who you got
Elton
your money
John
on, Wes?
Billy Joel? I would say a slight lead to Billy Joel. Because I haven't seen him in concert. I was outside of the venue when he was playing. Which counts for something. I don't know. I think I've seen Billy Joel concerts online, him playing at Old Shea Stadium and just rocking the fucking house and being a New Yorker and just, I don't know, I probably relate a little bit more to him. But I mean, it's close. It's splitting hairs. I mean, they make great music. All of them.
Yeah. No. Yeah. They both have great voices. I'd say Elton John has him in the edge on the voice, but Billy's got him on the edge on, I wrote these songs about my life, and Elton's like, what do you got?
Did he, was that all sample with that Dua Lipa, like a cold, cold heart? Or did he come back in the studio and do that?
No, he came back in the studio and did that. Elton, neither one of their voices has diminished. Maybe changed, but not diminished. It's fucking amazing.
Because in the realm of pop music, that song's badass.
Yeah. And I love me some Dua Lipa. I love both of them. God damn. Dua Lipa got a lot of videos out there. Her.
It's gonna be a long
video
time.
content.
Yeah. I can watch her from the front or the back, and I'm not sure which one I prefer her.
I know. Does Elton John prefer one? Probably the side.
Probably, yeah.
A concrete wall.
Yes.
A kneecap wall, if you will. Built from kneecaps from other musicians. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for Elton John's kneecaps. We'll be back with more middle class.
Well, we're just going to have to use our brains. Damn it.
And now, Fun Fact Friday.
Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs of all ages. It's time to expand your mind with 5 fun facts for you fuckers on a Friday. Brought to you, of course, by our very many sponsors. You can find the Shin Splints Recovery Group on Facebook. Also, Flat Earth Science Advocates for Truth. Now, I need to find a place to put those brand new commercials that have been produced thanks to the internet. Hey, I will let you make anything, baby doll. Can't quite make anything for the Cuckster just yet. I've tried. I failed. But make sure you check out the Cuckster as well. It's Cuckster for Life. That's Cuckster for Life on both Instagram and the Tickety Talk. But let's get to it. 5 fun facts for you fuckers on a Friday. Did you know the XF-84H Thunder Screech was a wild experimental prop plane from the 1950s. It was basically a jet engine hooked up to a prop propeller that spun so fast that all the tips of the propeller blades were supersonic, even at idle. It was so loud, ground crew needed oxygen masks to avoid from passing out from the noise. There's also tales of people vomiting and shitting themselves. And get this, huh?
So this thing was so supersonic it could make you pass out or shit yourself.
Yes, it's not on here. I believe it was 15 sonic booms a second. I heard some audio from this fucker after I read the fact, and it just sounds the tape is warped. It's just like, and you know that if those are supersonic, that's a whip crack is supersonic, and you know how loud that fucker is. Imagine 15 like whip cracks a second. Those whirly bits hammered out. Yep, there it is. About 15 supersonic booms a second. There's also a story of the first test pilot took it up once, landed it, said, I don't care how many big motherfuckers you bring out here, and I don't give a shit who orders me to get in it. I'm not getting back in that fucking plane.
Terrified him? Jesus Christ.
No, because apparently the torque, it's a single prop at the front of the plane, and the torque on it was so hard that he basically had to steer against the direction of the propeller spinning, because the propeller actually wanted to spin the plane and not the prop.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What were they? I mean, they're looking to accomplish speeds unbeknownst to man post World War I or World War II, rather.
They wanted to create a prop plane that was supersonic and not just a jet. They weren't sure. They're like, well, this jet technology is pretty good, but prop propellers, those are tried and true. Can we make a supersonic prop propeller plane? And but it would never break the sound barrier because this is physics. Apparently, the tips would break the sound barrier, but then the drag from the rest of the propeller blade would keep, so it kept breaking the sound barrier over and over and over again. So it'd break it, cut it back, break it, cut it back.
Break it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that and people in the ground crew shitting themselves and passing out. I mean, that's a problem.
And your test pilot's telling you to go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, right. The most badass fucking person in the service.
Yeah, and listen, and kids today, I don't think you understand what test pilots in the 1950s were all about. Like, these watch the movie All the Right Stuff. Like, those guys did whatever. They didn't give a shit. Dude, what's his face? Neil Armstrong. Again, people think Neil Armstrong buttoned up dude that landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong was a badass. Like, experimental aircraft. Like the lunar lander. You've seen that footage, haven't you? Of him test. Yeah, he like bails out because it's just like the thing was just going in fuck you mode. He's just like,
right.
See you later.
Eject. I'm in space.
No, this is when they were testing it on the ground. Like it's wild.
Yeah, and this is, I think you got to figure this is on the heels of the Korean War, which was the I hate to say this, the ribbon cutting of the jet engine plane because the Air Force bombed the living shit out of North Korea.
Yeah, in good old days.
No wonder they hate us, huh? Yeah, holding a grudge.
By the way, for some reason, I'm glad you brought up Korea. The South Koreans love the Turkish. Did you know that they were like country best friends?
Oh, it seems like a bit of an odd couple. Go on. I'm intrigued now.
So Turkey wanted to get into the UN, and so like the Korean War had just broke out, and South Korea needed some help, and so the Turks were like, "Hey, out of nowhere, we'll give you a shit ton of money and troops, and we'll come fight." And they sent like 15,000 troops, like a ridiculously high number for such a small country. And so to this day, they're like besties, like for no reason. And it was just, they were just like, hey, here's this conflict. Let's prove our mettle. Let's prove that we're dedicated to global causes. And this is our opportunity right here, right now. Let's do it. And yeah, so to this day, they're best buddies.
Best buddies. Huh. Damn it. I mean, that's two ripe cuisine-filled countries, Turkey and South Korea. I mean, if you're sharing recipes, look out.
Hold on. Is Turkey known for their foods?
Turkish food? It's fucking delicious. Istanbul's one of the like top 10 fucking food cities in the world.
All right. I know we've talked about that. Maybe we haven't, but like, I need like you and Sarah to take me and Maria out on like a adventurer's food tour. Nothing like super weird, but like just universally delicious.
Okay, sure. We do that. Yeah, where are we going?
I don't know. That's your fucking. I don't know. Yeah, we'll join you. You say. I mean, look. I don't think we're going on a global food adventure here in Cecil County.
I thought you wanted Istanbul. My bad.
Okay.
All right. We'll draft something up. I'll come up with something good.
Moving on. Got two more for you, and both of them are people faking it till you make it stories. The first one is, did you know Christopher Raconteur, a broke French waiter, landed in L.A. in the 1990s claiming to be Christopher Rockefeller. He flashed fake IDs, drove rented Ferraris, and sweet-talked his way into Hollywood parties. He married a Playboy model, convinced investors he was funding films with family money. Then he scammed them all for millions. When the FBI closed in, he faked a heart attack in jail, then used ketchup and a stolen nurse's uniform to walk right out of the jail amidst all the chaos, vanished for months, got caught again, and said, "Look, guys, I just sold a dream."
Yeah, wow. Christopher Raconteur. Raconteur. Man, that's lovely. That's the American dream, man. I'm not talking about, build an empire, take 40 years, have a little plot of land, a fireplace, a car garage, a jigsaw, a sawzall, and a couple whiny kids. I'm talking about going to LA and pretending to be a Rockefeller. Marrying a Playboy model, by the way. Jesus.
Yeah.
That might be the greatest accomplishment of all.
Actually, once I read this, I was like, wait, did they make a documentary about this guy? And I don't know if it was like a Dateline series or whatever, but I do remember watching this guy's story. And yeah, man, he just, I guess, people, I mean, you were talking about a time where people weren't exactly paying attention to all the details. You said who you said you were, you acted the part, and they just fucking bought it.
When that's being done, hey man, I got some ideas. People will listen. Yeah, man, tell me more.
They sold disco.
You tell me your ideas, and I'll tell you mine. Cool.
And we won't stop talking until we both agree they're great.
I keep thinking, when you said that, I kept thinking of Mr. Papa Giorgio from Vegas Vacation.
That's exactly
what Papa Giorgio.
Oh, Mr. Yeah, and then you do it enough to where I think about like Donnie Brasco.
Oh, yeah.
You've convinced enough people through your actions in between that people are willing to stick up for your lie because, like, nah, man, he's cool. He's married to Janice. Janice is fucking Miss November. The fuck, man? Yeah, that's who this guy is. Fuck you. And then they fight for you. By the way, have you ever listened to I can't remember the guy's actual name, but the real Johnny, the guy who actually was Donnie Brasco. You ever listened to his whole story? Joe Pistone. Have you? Okay, then I'm gonna guess that you have heard his whole story.
I know. I mean, I haven't seen his Rogan interview, but I've seen like bits and pieces.
Oh,
I do know that like he went to the court and Lefty was just still convinced that he wasn't a FBI agent.
Dude, it's great. It's great. It's just great. That's all I can say. I don't even know, because you got to just listen to it. And I mean, Rogan's asking, like, did you feel bad about this? It's like, no, these were bad guys. Like, that's the whole reason I was there. Like, I had, but man, part of me, I don't know, maybe this is like that rabble-rousing Americanism in me, but part of me is just like, yeah, but once you got to know them and you were buddies with them, like, it almost feels immoral. It almost feels immoral to take them down at some point. I don't know, but that's why they'd never hand me the badge and a fucking duffel bag of money and a salute and a good luck. That's why I wouldn't be in that position, I guess.
Right.
Jesus. Yeah. And finally, did you know in 1976, a 17-year-old Steve Guttenberg landed in Hollywood with a pastrami sandwich and $300 in his pocket. Now, he wanted to become an actor, but he did not know how to get onto the Paramount lot. However, he noticed that all of the employees punched a time card on the way past the guard station. So what did he do? He bought a fake punch card, simply dressed up like an actor, and punched the card in front of the security guard and gave him a salute and walked right onto the set. Then he found an empty makeup shack from the old Lucille Ball show, grabbed a phone and a desk from the props department, made cold calls to agents, danced on a producer's desk, and finally landed a KFC gig with the Colonel himself. Then, of course, rocketed to stardom through Police Academy, 3 Men and a Baby, and bada bing, bada boom, the Hollywood legend was born.
Damn, him and Mr. Papa Giorgio are kind of neck and neck. I guess I got to hand it to the Goot because it's sustained. He wasn't embezzling money from millions of dollars from socialites in the LA area. I guess Goot did it the old natural way, just lie and then earn the money.
Yeah, dude, it makes me love this man even more. He just simply saw that, like, if you try to get in, the security guards would be like, hey, you have a badge, who are you? But if they walked up and went kunk, and back in the day, kids, you actually had to take a cardboard sheet of paper and push it into a clock, and it would dunk, make this loud, like, mechanical stamp sound, and that would mean that was the time you clocked in. So you notice that the employees that worked on the Paramount lot would just simply boom, and then the security guards would just kind of look up from their paper and then go about their business. Right. So he did that, got in, and then he had the whole fucking lot to kind of make his own cold calls, his own show up to auditions, do whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Awesome. Do you think he lived there for a little bit?
I mean, if their ears don't perk up when you've commandeered an office, stolen a phone, a typewriter, and a desk, they're gonna assume you're just supposed to be there if no one stopped you. So he just spent his whole day with no money. Yeah, he probably did. He probably went down to craft services to, like, shows that were already being shot and just grabbed some food. I'm telling you, man, when there were no
laid out food for the cast and crew, like, oh yeah, man, how's shooting going? Okay, take it easy.
And you got to remember, the days before CGI, how many extras did they bring onto the set? People that you just wouldn't recognize, they're on the lot for like one day, then they're gone. No cameras.
Nothing.
That's it. Nothing.
So many grips, sound guys, video guys, lighting guys, people. Probably mostly guys, but...
And let's be honest, Steve Guttenberg in 1976 at 17 years old was probably a handsome gentleman that people were like, obviously he became an A-list movie star, so he already fit the part.
Right, yeah. Damn. And then what was the... he commandeered an office from the old Lucille Ball show. What was he doing there? Making it like, this is my office? I'm talent relations or something?
He literally went down to the props department and was like, hey guys, I need a desk, I need a typewriter, and I need a working phone. And they're like, all right, here we go. Like, and then he dragged them all himself down to this shack. And then if anybody found you, like, are you supposed to be here? Would I have a desk, a typewriter, and a phone if I wasn't supposed to be here? Get the fuck out, I'm doing business.
Right. Damn.
And
then
make
a movie about that.
Right? And then my personal favorite part, which is one, I love Steve Guttenberg, and two, I love Colonel Sanders. And two of my favorite people from my childhood fucking coming together to make the dream come true. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the Colonel probably made some anti-Semitic remark too. Gutenberg, huh? Wait, one of them weird Jews, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, you got hired, son. So I guess my chicken's finger licking Gutenberg. Do you want some more?
Put that in the movie. There you go. And I'm sure that'll fly real well here in 2025.
And plus, you know what? I was a little mad that in the fact they didn't mention Cocoon. They didn't mention Short Circuit.
Diner.
I don't remember Diner.
Oh, God. Diner's a great movie. Kevin Bacon, Mickey Rourke. There's a few others in there.
The Goot's in there? Has he got a starring role?
Yeah, I mean, no one's like the star. Oh, Daniel Stern.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay. That's a sleeper.
It takes place in 1950s Baltimore.
Isn't Mickey Rourke in a movie called Barfly as well?
I don't know. Let's see here.
Right. Okay. Well, we don't have to go through the IMDb of every piece actor from the film, but
gotcha.
Okay. Well, Diner. I'll put that on the list. All right. If it's worth it, I'll watch it.
All right. Young Kevin Bacon. He's probably like 18.
I feel like you're concentrating on Kevin Bacon more than you are the Goot, which is the whole point.
Sorry, my bad. I always am. I'm always thinking about 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Always. Every minute of the day. You name an actor, I'm probably subconsciously like, okay, who's in this, and this, and this, and this.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Oh, let's see here. He was in Any Given Sunday with Pacino, who was in...
That's a good link right there. You don't even have to do it. I got it.
Who was in Heat with Robert De Niro, who was in Sleepers with Kevin Bacon. Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And the Bacon's been in a lot of shit. I've also done... Oh, man, we did this thing at work because we were very busy at the radio station. It was 6 degrees of Wikipedia, and you would take an inanimate object and you would link it to Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an example. Or if I say something...
Well, it's going to be tough because you could only use the hyperlinks that were embedded in the Wikipedia pages. And so I would say toaster oven to Tom Cruise, do it in 6 clicks. And you would,
okay.
The best way to do it was like to try to find like if you could get like a country of origin, and then you would try to like narrow in to like somehow being like Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. It was dumb as fuck. But what we had noticed was this is the old algorithm, like YouTube 15 years ago. We noticed that almost every video, when YouTube had like the main video up and it had all the options on the right hand side, that for some reason there was always a Tom Cruise video. I was like, God damn it, everything links to fucking Tom Cruise. And I was like, I bet you could link a toaster oven to Tom Cruise. And somebody was like, we should try it. They went to Wikipedia and we fucking did it every time.
Damn. And 6 degrees or less.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that was the game. I mean, you tried every now and again. I mean, you could definitely do it within 10 every time. Every time. But you got it crafty. It taught me a lot about Wikipedia and how to really work the Wikipedia link system.
Is that the Fun Fact Friday?
And that, my friends, is your Fun Fact Friday.
Lovely. Good stuff, man. The Goot, Mr. Papa Giorgio, and a propeller plane that used to make people shit themselves. Let me tell you, this has been memorable. I'm feeling good.
Look, I feel like the last couple Fun Fact Fridays were a little lackluster, so I really put some elbow grease into these. So
put some heavy hitters. Congratulations. No, that's very good stuff. So tonight, before you go, it's Middle Class Holes badass of the month for the month of November 2025. Fearless Feline Ray, the cat rides 100 miles on the roof of Pennsylvania's family van. That's right. Ray, Pookie Daddy, the entire family was from Kittanning. That's not a typo. Kittanning, Pennsylvania, turned out what could have been a disaster into a perfect adventure. So the DiNardo family was ready to start their big trip to New Hampshire for a marathon, then on to New York City. Luggage packed, snacks loaded, kids buckled in, said their goodbyes to their pets, and locked up the house. Little did they know one family member had a secret plan. Their cat Ray had no intention of being left behind. As the family van rolled out of Kittanning, climbed hills and sped down I-80 at 70 miles an hour, Ray was right there with them. on the roof. My husband gets out of the car, obviously the pump gas, and is like, the cat's on the roof, Mara DeNiro said. So Ray Ray survived. Let's see here. 70 miles an hour for about 110 miles. Wind, bumps, highway traffic, nowhere to claw, not a scratch on him. That's our badass of the month. Congratulations, Ray Ray. You are a gangster, and you are perfect. Damn it, I couldn't come up with anything else.
Right. No, hey, well fucking done. Great delivery. I like the quote. You nailed that, motherfucker. I just need to know how. I know you say Ray Ray didn't have...
It's not a dog.
I know Ray Ray didn't have a scratch on him, but I'd love to see that fucking roof. Jesus.
Oh my God. Yes. Ray Ray's cool, but we're going to need a wax job.
God. Was there luggage on the roof? Was there a place for Ray Ray to hide? If it was just... Okay, for example, my Tesla has a glass roof. Obviously I'd see Ray Ray and it wouldn't be an issue. But what did he... That's impressive. I'm always impressed. Whenever I have a bug on the windshield, I never hit the wipers. If there's a spider when I'm leaving the driveway, I'm like, oh yeah, buddy, we going on a journey today. I'm always like, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm not going to force it. We're going to see how...
You're free to go. Free to go.
And then you see, you get on 40, you're doing 65, 70. It's like, oh yeah, buddy, you see those legs twitching. And then finally, yeah, no amount of evolution could save you this one, buddy boy.
Yeah. That's funny because I can see you doing that. Okay, and we're at 60. You're probably talking to Croc while we do it. Hey, I got an animal that's clinging on to the woven weave that it webbed. I'm glad it worked out. We can laugh about it. We can even laugh about it at the fact that maybe they did or did not have luggage on the top of the roof. I like to think they didn't. And little Ray Ray's calls
just ears back.
Yeah, all Dad heard when he was pumping gas. He came out I put some 87 in. I might get me some salt and vinegar chips. It's the worst meow he'd ever heard in his life. This could have turned out National Lampoonish.
That's all I thought about this entire time. Was he's walking up with the fucking leash.
It's right. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Tough little mutt.
Damn. That's right. It's probably survived for the first mile or so. 100 miles from the roof. And then they took him on the whole family vacation. They took him on the Empire State Building.
And then threw him off.
They threw him off. He survived. Ray, you crazy bastard. That cat had 9 lives. He spent them all. I digress. We're getting crazy. So that's our middle class O's badass of the month, Ray. The cat who survived a 100-mile trip on top of the family's minivan. Yes, Murr, you have your hand up. What do you got?
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Fox. I have an RIP to deliver. Last minute to wrap up the show tonight. It's the last one today. Last of a dying generation. Last of a breed. The old Lincoln penny stamped its last stamp today. Last one off the line, friends. Last minted penny in the United States of this great country of ours. These United States are united in the mourning of that copper gem that we've all just thrown at little kids or into a jar for the last 25 to 30 years. Yep, they estimated that it cost around 32 cents in all actuality to stamp, process, wrap, and then all the weight from the pennies that they would actually deliver and gas and all sorts of hootenanny, and decided that, love or hate President Donald J. Trump, he said enough is enough. It's not economical. The penny is done, and today the penny is done. No more.
Wow.
99 cents.
Is it so weird that I feel just wildly indifferent to this?
That's the emotion that I hope everyone feels today.
Okay. All right.
I know that there's people out there that are so frustrated by, I understand. I am not judging. It's a frustrating time to live in America with the political winds that have been blowing for the past decade or so. But look, sometimes old Yeller gets rabies. Sometimes you got to go out to the shed with some buckshot and put a fucking bullet in your beloved, this thing that was great at one time and is just useless now. It's actually more harmful than it is good. And today we put a bullet in the head of Abraham Lincoln for the second time.
Man. Wow. So what? Now it's just the $5 bill. Man, God damn it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
I mean, listen, you have to admit, there are enough pennies in existence that we don't need any more of them. We've all been throwing them away. I throw them away. When I was even in high school, when I was vacuuming my car, and it's like, see you later. Like, I don't need that.
I'm going to see how many pounds per square inch this puppy is.
Save the quarters, save the dimes, fuck the nickels, fuck the pennies. That was my rule when I was cleaning out my car back in the day. Still my rule today, but I don't have any coins in my car. It's over. It's done. It's okay. We need to move on. The only thing I am conspiratorially worried about is that this is like a test. Will they miss the penny? And then when we're like, nah, they're like, okay. Will they miss the nickel?
So the Maryland consumer, or not the Maryland, excuse me, the American consumer, the Maryland American consumer is going to get a Jewed out of fractions of percentages of dollar and not question it because we don't have a penny to dice things up.
Well, I feel like the conspiracy tinfoil hat wearer in me is like, this is like a test run to see how people will react to a piece of currency going out of existence, only to lead us down the primrose path of all currency going out of existence.
I don't know. I mean, the European just does 5, I can't remember what it is, 50. It's like, it's pretty much the equivalent of a nickel. And they do fine. They do well. Yeah. It's okay.
I've always said, depending on what state you live in and what your sales tax is, can we stop with this, like, $24.99? It's only $24 because I wouldn't have bought it at $25. Can we stop that? And can we just ahead, factor in tax to our prices so everything's a round number? Like, I don't know. Like, if something, like, really, okay, let's be honest here. Charge 94 cents. Maryland's got a 6% sales tax. Charge 94 cents for something so it comes out to exactly $1. Just do that. I bet people would use more cash if they weren't getting change back.
Or, I mean, like, well, never mind. My option was about to say you just do away with currency. Like, just because it's all fucking numbers anyway. It's all card anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's what they want us to do. I say spend more cash, and if we want to spend more cash, we got to round more numbers.
I could get down with that. I say bring back Double Dare. Get silly. Get the family involved. Dig up noses for flags.
Oh, I was going to say, you are referring to Mark Summers and crew. Okay.
Yeah. No, but have it be a fake Mark Summers, like a Steve Gutenberg or this other guy you talked about earlier.
We'll have Mr. Raconteur pretending to be Mark Summers.
That's right. He's pretending to be OCD.
Imagine that, by the way, as you don't know. Mark Summers was like germaphobe and worked on the grossest show on television. Have you ever seen the Mark Summers Tonight Show appearance? Oh, my God.
Oh, sure. Sure have. Yeah.
Dude, I give Mark Summers all the fucking credit in the universe to stay, because I don't care how much you love old Burt Reynolds. That motherfucker was bullying the piss out of that man that night. That was his Tonight Show moment. It's like, Burt, settle down, sir. And he just wouldn't. And Summers gave him the fucking, he gave him the water. And then, dude, did Burt Reynolds like shove a pie in his face? Like,
so basically they agreed to kind of do like an old fashioned showdown where they turned around and hit each other with a pie in the face. Kind of like a let's solve our differences a la, Aaron Burr, Alexander Hamilton style duel. And they agreed. And yeah, they both fucking bam. Yeah. And Burt Reynolds shook his hand.
At the end,
Out of respect, yeah.
I honestly think Burt Reynolds was like, this little pussy's got a little more fucking vinegar in his tank than I thought he did.
Yeah. Apparently those assholes at Nickelodeon have toughened old Mr. Summers up.
Yeah, damn right. And anyway, that's my R.I.P.
The penny's gone.
The penny's gone.
Well, that is all the time we have for tonight. Hey, listen, I was drinking this bad boy. I don't know if you saw it earlier, 22-ounce Heineken. Foxy would have turned 80 today. So to give a happy heavenly birthday to the old man. Gone far too soon, but I had to try to think about 80 years old. Sarah asked me, she's like, do you want me to buy you a Heineken? I was like, if you can get one, that'll be fine. So she got me a 22-ouncer.
I love that, man. And I'll tell you a good story off the air about the old Fox man. Anyway,
gotcha.
Rest in peace, Foxy.
We will be back next week with an in between the holes episode. We're going to actually take the following week off for Thanksgiving, and then we'll look ahead, man. It's going to be pretty sparse. Fucking Christmas and New Year's on Thursday. I don't know what the fuck. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Well, you regular folk are going to have a long weekend. Mine will be split up into off, on, off, on. So,
well, I'm thinking about a recording schedule, but that's okay. We'll discuss that. All right. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you next week, hopefully. If not, we'll see you the week after that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe never. God damn.